Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my traveler's notebook. I am documenting 4 photos of the kids and I's walk. That's basically what we've been doing almost daily since we've been home. And I thought I would use this beautiful pattern with the flowers, the blue and the green. I just really loved it. And I thought I would use this gorgeous green pattern paper from my crate paper pad and kind of just play around a little bit. I really wanted to do some layering, haven't done that for a while. So what I thought I would do is trim down the grid paper where I can tuck the green paper behind it and use the extra paper that I have to stamp on. I know it sounds complicated, but it really isn't. And I'm going to share with you how I'm going to do all of that. I like to trim down my traveler's notebook. I just want to make it my own. A lot of people are using the Studio Calico's traveler's notebook. So I always recommend this, make it your own, trim some paper, tear out paper, just, I don't know, make it something special to you. Now I'm going to go ahead, stick down that green paper, stick down the extra piece of white grid paper, and I'm going to pull on the edges just to give some texture, and that way I have this really cute layering for my strip of photos. After I stick down my paper here, or my photo, I want to use the grid paper that I cut off or trimmed off to stamp on. I want to stamp a title to add to the opposite side of my page. That pattern is gorgeous, but I don't like too much pattern. And I don't know, I always like to have some kind of balance on both sides of my spread. So I'm going to use the just plain white grid paper to add my title. Now I'm using the wonderful Studio Calico's Tucker Alpha stamp. Love the stamp set. It is one of my favorites. I have the inline and outline, and I will use the inline in a second. But I stamped out walk. I also used the subscription stamp set. I believe this one was from March, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, whatever I used, I'll add it down in the description box for you. But I used that to stamp like around town or something. I'll also use these beautiful ink pads that was sent to me by Spellbinders. They have beautiful colors. I'm so excited about their ink pads. I've been trying them out lately and they are a new favorite. And I love this like sage green. So I ended up using that to fill out walk. Again, that Tucker Alpha stamp has an inline and outline from Studio Calico. So it was perfect. I'm going to trim off some of this just because I don't want it to cover too much of my pattern. I'm going to go ahead and stick it down, and then I'm going to start embellishing. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am using the Studio Calico's April kit, which was the, I think, Color Me Happy. And I'm using the embellishments from that kit as well. They match really well, obviously, with the Traveler's Notebook because it was a kit. So I went with those first, added a few embellishments here and there. I'll also use the stamp set that came with that kit. I'm going to stamp a few of them on some plain white paper, trim them out, and add them to my layout. But I will also be stamping directly on my spread. I always say this, kind of play around with it a little bit. Stamp on white cardstock, stamp directly on your layout. It really adds that depth that you're looking for and a lot of texture because you can always kind of pull on the sides of your stamp, like once you stamp it on the white paper, and it really adds that texture you're looking for as well. Now that I have my stamping done, I'm going to grab my circle punch out the circle stamp, and I will trim out the rest and try to figure out where I want to have them on my spread. Just like that look of clustered stamps with embellishments. I like that mix a lot, let's say. So I'm trying to see where I want to put everything, and once I figure it out and I like how it looks, I will just go ahead and stick them down. I'm going to go back into my embellishments. I want to use up some of those speech bubbles, And, you know, because these are all from the same kit, so everything matches very well, especially those word stickers. They match so well with my flowers or the pattern paper. So I'm going for it. I'm even going to end up adding one right above my title. And I thought I would break down my two major colors here. I have two main colors, the blue and green. So I want to bring in a third color, which is going to end up being yellow. I'll use my Feed Your Craft puffy hearts and add a few here and there. I also want to add yellow to the opposite side of my page. So I decide to go through my stickers and I found this adorable yellow flag, I believe from Studio Calico, and I end up using that on the opposite side. And I believe I call my layout done. Really easy. I love how this spread turned out. It's even though we're all stuck at home, but it's great to be outside and breathing in some fresh air. As always, I will be adding all the links for everything I use down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!